All right, great evening, great people. Come on in the room. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. We are excited to have you in the building tonight. Come on in, come on in, come on in to Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. I'm Mone't Horton, visionary and host of Sister to Sister. And of course, we're joined tonight with our co-host, Lady Tiera Parker. Say hey to the people.
Hey, 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 everybody. Happy Monday.
Yes. Happy Monday. Wow. It's
Yep.
exactly. You already knew what I
Yeah, I knew it. I knew I knew exactly what you was about
you
to say.
already know. Is this the last week of this month? The
Yes.
time is
Yes.
flying by. So y'all already know that time is flying by. So it is important that you maximize on every moment that is given to you. I don't know about you, but I'm checking my list. I'm checking it twice. And I'm not worried about who naughty or nice, but I am checking it to make sure that I am in alignment with the task and the goals that I know um, that I've set before myself, or I believe that God has given me all of those, all of the above.
hmm
But at either rate, we want to be found doing what I, I know I want to be found doing, being productive, not just being busy, because there is a difference, but being productive. So we want you to come on in tonight, take a moment to click and share. Sharing is caring, and we want you to share it whether you're on whatever platform you're on, YouTube, Facebook. Um, Go ahead and share because you don't know who else might need this conversation tonight.
Absolutely.
So tonight we're going to talk about five keys. Five keys, y'all. It could be more, but five fundamental basic keys that you need to create the life that you want to live.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the conversation of what we're going to talk about tonight. There's a lot going on, but guess what? You're still here. So there's space,
All
there's
right.
opportunity for you to create. Before we jump into that, how you doing over there, Lady T?
I'm doing good. I cannot complain. I truly can't. I can't complain.
Yeah, y'all, that's what look, when you ask, Tiara, what are you doing? What's going on? I can't complain. Honey, I said we gonna create that good shirt and brand it. But we know that somebody already probably have that, but we know. I said
Yes.
we're gonna get that on the hat, a shirt, something. Um, but I get it and I
Yeah.
understand, what you mean. Because there are so many things going on. It's like, listen, I'm staying focused
Yes.
on what I'm doing. And just really try not to get distracted by all these other things that's going on.
Yes.
So one thing that I've been working on, staying focused on, is really minding my business,
Hmm.
putting my mind on my business
Mm-hmm.
and minding that business.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we hear that when people say mind your business, like, being smart or
Mm-hmm.
sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we would take a minute, pause for the cause,
Hmm.
and truly mind our business? How more productive?
You know, honestly, Moni, I feel like the world would be a better place. I really do. if we all if we and not even trying to be funny, but just in the seriousness of it,
Yeah,
um,
really.
just because I feel like we spend a lot of our time preoccupying ourselves with things that truly don't concern us, that our
Mm,
opinions, thought processes, energy that we are expelling, it yields no result because it's not of our concern.
yeah.
We're
Like
minding business
none.
that does not pay us, literally.
Mm, yeah. That's not paying you. That's not making you productive.
Hmm.
Um, it's not helping you to be more intentional in your daily
Hmm.
actions.
Hmm.
Taking up mind space,
Hmm.
taking up a resident in your heart, your just all these,
Yes.
and then some in your physical space too.
Yeah.
And so I've been personally working on that. Not that I was minding somebody else's business, but what I mean by that
Hmm.
is really eliminating as much as possible the distractions. They're going to come, they're inevitable, but
Absolutely.
things that really do not allow me to be productive and being a good manager of my time, my
Yes.
efforts, my energy. And so as we transition into this conversation tonight about the 5 keys. Now, these are 5 keys that when we were preparing for tonight, these things have been coming. It came to my mind because these are things that has helped me in my journey.
Hmm.
And um there is oh goodness, his name just escaped me. Cardone, who talks about 10x, right? The
Hmm.
10x theory. Um, why his first name just totally escaped me. But here's the 10x theory where like if you 10x your actions and duplicate, and on your efforts and all of that, then you'll be able to increase your productivity.
Mm.
And so basically putting speed, backing up your actions with speed.
Hmm.
So these keys that's going to be shared tonight are keys that have been fruitful in my life. But now what I'm working on is compounding it, right? Being able to do it, quicker with speed, all of those things.
Hmm.
And of course I've submitted this in time, and all of that. God gives us grace, all of those things. But kind of going back to what I mentioned in a prior is, what if we did what he said to do first time
Mm.
and not drag it out?
Yes.
So as we are talking about creating the life that you want to live, and hopefully all of those who are tuning in tonight, you want to live, you're here. Um, we want you to first know and start approach this conversation to let you know that you have the power
Hmm.
inside of you. You have that power, but it's not going to happen until you start activating, until you start taking action,
Mm.
and really intentionally making these moves towards it and not dragging it out.
Hmm.
I have clients who I support, and Lady T, we support together. And one of the first questions in terms of the coaching consulting for self-publishing is, beyond some of the basic biographical thing and try information that we gather, but is, what is the how long are you looking, how soon are you looking to publish your body of work?
Yes.
Are you talking about within the next 30 days? Listen,
Hmm.
I know it's possible because that's how I did my first book, within 30 days. Are you talking about 60 days? Are you talking about 90 days? Are you
Hmm.
talking about within the next year? Let's
Hmm.
really put it within. Now, once we know that, then we can work backwards and begin to identify right? Some of the things, the game plan of what your daily action should be, since we know that that's the target date. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So, with that in mind, when we talk about creating the life that we want to live, we none of us know the day, the time, the hour, how long we
Mm-mm.
have left. So we should be working while we can.
Mm-hmm.
We know people are dying, and it doesn't matter your age.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't matter your geographical location.
Mm.
People are dropping every day
Yes.
or not even waking up or going to sleep. So, all that to say, it's very important for us to have a sense of urgency, Monet. I'm going to talk to myself because I'm talking to you. A sense of urgency about our lives and what we have in our hands.
Yes.
And I know you talk about intentionality, Lady T. Why
Yes.
is intentionality? Bring that to this conversation today.
Intention
Why is intentionality so important?
Intentionality is so important because I think a lot of us live our lives haphazardly. We just go through the motions. And that's what I
Mm-hmm,
mean by haphazardly. You don't have any set intention for your day. You may not even have any set intention for your week, for your
mm,
month, for your year. And when you don't have set intentions, that means that every choice that you're making is literally going with the flow and going with the motions.
wow.
And the word itself says faith without works is dead. So
Mm,
how can you work towards something if you don't have a plan?
mm.
Because then every choice that you're making, every step that you're making is haphazard. It's like you're a ping pong ball. You're just going whichever way you're bounced.
Wow, yeah, true. Yeah. So the intentionality gives you structure
Yes, yes. And it sets the tone.
and sets the tone.
It
Yeah.
sets the tone for how you move and how you
Mm,
make decisions and who you connect with or who you don't connect with. It
yeah.
gives you a foundation and a guideline.
Mm. You just said something real good. So if we are intentional, you said because it sets the tone for who we connect with, who we don't connect
Yes,
with, it has an impact. So if we're intentional about the life that we're living,
yes,
then we're mindful of the connections, the people we let in,
yes,
the people we let out,
yes,
the people we let stay,
yes,
the people that we stay connected to, all of those things. Is that
yes.
right?
And whether or not we're obedient. Because if you have if your plan to live your life is intentional, if you live by intention and
Mm,
intent and by godly intent, then that means that your intention is to be obedient to whatever it is he tells you to do, even when
mhm,
it's hard.
mm,
However, when we live our lives haphazardly, it's easier for us to be
mhm.
disobedient and to live
Yeah,
life according to our flesh in our own will instead of
yeah.
Lord's will for our lives.
Mm. Y'all hearing that? Listen, we want to take a pause real quick. Welcome in, everybody. You already know this conversation is going to be real juicy, and it's already juicy now.
Yes,
We welcome you in tonight. We want you, before we drop the first key, y'all, and we already dropping keys, but we want you to take note of this because there's somebody out there who said enough is enough.
yes,
You have to stop and trust me, everything that I say, I am a first partaker of it. You have to stop allowing your bank account, your finances, limit your movement, limit your activity,
yes,
limit your productivity.
yes,
If it's been given to you, then, and you say your bank account is saying something different, right? Then you have to make some type of action to move towards it or get creative
yes,
about making it happen. I always say you always have options.
Yes.
Always have options. You are never left without an option. Even when you feel like you're down to your lowest, you're never
Yes.
left without an option. I
Yes.
had a situation that I'm navigating, and I went to meet with my lawyer about it. Okay. And I'm thinking that this is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a done deal.
Mm.
In the in what I thought was an end of a thing.
Mm.
No, and what I thought was, a bad thing. He was like, no, I know you think that this sound like is, bad or leading you, but no, this actually is good. You
Mm.
want it. And I was like,
Mm.
what are you talking about? But okay. But on the spot, it shifted my perspective.
Mm.
So I'm going in. Now I know God do what he want to do, but
Yes.
at the same time, listen, I'm going in open, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, boom, 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 boom. All right, this probably gonna be the wrap.
Mm-hmm.
No, I came out with more options than what I thought when I went in.
And I think it's important for us to remember that if God gave us the vision, he'll give us the provision, and he is not going to give you something to birth out without making sure that there's a way for you to do that thing. And speaking specifically to your situation, sometimes we forget that we have the favor of God on our lives. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we forget that we're walking in favor and grace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we forget that our God is literally the God of the turnaround. What the
Yeah.
enemy wants to use for evil, the Lord will turn around
For your good.
for your good.
Mm-hmm.
What you
And that's
thought was
yeah.
a bad thing, what you thought was the end of a thing. The Lord just put ellipses there. There's no period.
Come on. What you thought was an ending actually is creating a new and fresh beginning,
Yes.
a fresh
Yes.
start.
Yes.
But will you dare to show up? Because I could have not wanted to show up because I'm thinking
Yes.
that listen, but I know who I am, integrity, all of those things.
Yes.
But at the same time, it was like, okay, here we are. Because we're looking at the facts. Oh, come on, come on,
Hmm.
come on. We're looking at the facts of the case
Mm.
and the situation.
Mm.
But God has already fixed it up, worked
Yes.
it out. And the other part is that you still got to show up and play your part. Walk
Yes.
out the conversation. You got to still
Hmm.
go through the process. So
Yes.
like I started out saying, I'm navigating the process. I didn't give up. I'm being
Mm.
resilient. I'm showing up. I'm having the hard conversations
Mm.
so I can get to the aha moments. So I know
Yes.
not to go down this road again.
Yes.
So there's somebody out there who's not even willing to show up in
Mm.
the room. You're not even showing up. So how can you begin to get to the creation part?
Mm.
How can you get to the activation part?
Mm.
Because it doesn't start until you start. It doesn't start until you make the move.
Mm.
And let
Mm.
me
Mm.
calm down because I don't want to, but it's what you're hearing is passion because this is what I know. This is what I live. This is what I'm living.
Mm.
Okay. And so, in order to create, let us know that y'all hear us out there loud and clearly. I see you, Savannah. You said this is helping me. I know that's right. That's what we are here to do. Help you. Click and
Mm.
share because somebody else needs this message tonight. So whether you're listening live or will listen to the replay, we
Yes.
need you to know that's that intentionality that Tiera just said.
Mm.
Why is it important? It gives structure, it gives you guidance, All of those things.
And it fuels your show up, just like you said. You said you showed up. You showed up. You went. You should. Your intention was to show up no matter what.
Mm.
You showed up no matter what, and God moved.
And he moved. Ew, ooh, ooh, ooh. And guess what? Some of us,
Mm,
I also still held on to my power. I
mm,
didn't give it away
mm,
because when we get into situations, and let's have some real talk here.
mm-hmm,
When we get into situations, sometimes, whether it's the bill collector, whether
mm-hmm.
whoever's on the other line,
Yeah,
sometimes we shrink back because we like, dang, I ain't got that.
yeah.
Let them talk. I remember y'all way like 10 years ago. Actually probably like 15 years ago. But I had a situation where I was, working on credit, all these different
Mm-hmm,
things. And I literally was calling because I was talking to, shout out to one of my friends, financial advisors, um, um, Robin R. Haynes, and she gave me some tips and everything. So what was going on? She said, call your creditors, have a conversation. I actually shared this at um at Elevate You one year,
mm-hmm,
the first year. She said, go down your creditors and call them one by one. Have a conversation. And you can have a conversation about what is it? It's like a 60, it's a percentage or whatever, right? That you can offer, whatever you can, pay right then
mm-hmm,
and there. But this is one creditor that kept calling me and, and the lady was getting smart on the other line, like I owed her the money. I mean, she was getting smart like it was her money, Lady T. And I said, sis. So I like shrink back the first time,
mm-hmm.
but that next time, especially after I had that conversation, and that's why we gotta
Mm-hmm.
get out of ourselves
Yes,
and connect with somebody who can help us because it
yes,
helps us to keep our power in these situations, right?
yes.
Our posture, our authority, all of those things, and not to shrink back. So this next time I talked to her, I said, I let her know that I'm clear and I understand what needs to be paid, and I'm working on it. Matter of fact, this is the boom, boom, boom. This is the plan. Now you can let me know if it works for you all. But what won't happen is when we're on this telephone, when you doing
Mm-hmm.
these check-ins, you're not going to disrespect me like I owe you the money. So I
I know
had the
that's right.
conversation with her, pulled her up,
Mm.
and honey, by the last time I skipped in that office and paid that last payment, we was best friends. She like, come on in the office and sit down. I'm like, sis, I don't want to sit down right now. But now you're my best friend. Because I had to let her know
Mm-hmm.
I'm a businesswoman. I'm very clear on what's going on.
Yeah.
But just because you're in a situation right now, please know, please be clear that this won't be forever.
Yes.
This is just a moment. I'm
Yes.
older in
Yes.
time, but
Yes.
this is not who I am.
Yes.
This credit score, this is not who I am, right? This is what I'm going through. I have to break through this. We
Yes.
talked about breaking through, breaking, shifting from the breakdown to the breakthrough.
Yes.
So what she thought she was going to break me down when I'm at my lowest? No, I broke through it.
Mm.
So when we talk about making power moves, right, in the midst of these situations, maintain your power, hold on to your posture, your confidence,
Yes.
especially when you know who you are and
Yes.
whose you are. You're moving in integrity,
Yes.
especially when you know those things.
Because those
Uh,
situations don't define you. They don't
it don't
define you,
define you.
and they're not your future.
There we go.
They are
So that
not your future.
leads. It's not your future. It's not the end. It's
Nope.
not the end
It's just a bump.
in a row.
Just a bump.
And those are the things that, and this is the reason why we're having this conversation tonight. And so with that in mind, that leads us to our first key. Our first key tonight is to get clear on your vision. And what we said just now ties into that because you have to know and be able to see yourself beyond your current situation and circumstance.
Yes.
You have to know that this is not your ending. Whatever your situation might not be financial. Your situation maybe with your family.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's not your. And I'm gonna
And
sip on my water on that one.
and the clearer we are on our vision, the easier it is to walk the path that God has laid out for us. Even if we can't see it, He's already laid it out. We just have to take a step. Because once you
Mm,
take the step, you'll be surprised at the divine connections He sends your way. You'll be
yeah.
surprised at the blessings that come your way, the unexpected blessings. You be surprised. All you have to do is take a step.
Hmm. And you have to take that step. I promise you, once you get the courage to take that first step, you're gonna keep on stepping. You're gonna keep on finding a way. Oh, I stepped out of my comfort zone on this. Oh my goodness. But you have to get clear on your vision so
Mm-hmm.
that you can know the direction that you're stepping in.
Yes.
Some of us say that we want something, right? Um, we want things in our lives. We desire this in a mate. You want to be married.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a certain home. You want to have a certain car, a certain career, job, a certain family structure, and all of these different things. You want to go on vacation. You want to travel, right? Or I just want to have peace. I want to be able to wake up with peace in my home.
Mm-hmm.
I have freedom from setting an alarm clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
waking up to an alarm clock, but I can roll over in peace and start my day, right? Peace of mind. But get clear on what it is. And you got to gain that clarity before the manifestation of all of the dollar signs and all these other material things.
Absolutely. And it was something you said about all the desires that we have that we pray for. I think one of the things that's key in these things that we desire, the things that we pray for, one of the questions you have to ask yourself when you're praying for that husband, when you're praying for that family, that home, for the peace or the joy, ask
Mm-hmm.
yourself, are you the thing that you desire? Are
Oh,
you the friend that you are praying for? Are you the mate that you are praying for? Are you the peace that you are praying for? Are you the joy, the light that you're praying for? Are you that
that's
thing?
good.
Because a lot of times we're praying for friends, we're praying for
That's
mates,
good.
we're praying for relationships and peace and joy and love and all these things. But do you exude these things as you are now? If the Lord were to send you your mate,
Mm,
are you the wife? Are you the wife ready to receive her husband? Are you the friend
wow.
that you desire?
Mm, that's so good. So we have to be the first partakers. We have to,
Yes,
you putting it out there for somebody else so you can get, but are you giving?
yes, yes,
Are you being that in the
yes.
earth?
Are you the person that people come around when they just want a peaceful atmosphere? Are you the
Mm,
person that people can just expect to have joy in their heart when they come around?
mm, that's so good. Yeah. People are talking about vibes and energies and all of
Yeah,
these other things.
yes.
Now, I believe that we should I'm so big on my environment.
Mm-hmm.
And, matter of fact, I was telling my friend the other day, I said, listen, I said, in my home, I create a environment and of consistent peace. And I listen to
Yes.
my meditation and all of this. I listen to other music and different things. I love music and different genres and all of those different things. But I know what I need to maintain consistently in my environment because
Yes.
the world is loud enough.
Yes.
So in my house, within the confounds of these walls, it
Yes.
will be peaceful.
Yes.
Because when I get out there, I have to be prepared. It's a
Ye-
part of my perpetual preparation. Come
Yes.
on.
Because you're going to
Somebody
war.
drop that in the chat. Perpetual preparation.
Yes. Because you are going to war as soon as you cross your threshold.
That's it. And sometimes it tries to intrude and come in.
Yes. Yes.
That's why we got to stay suited and booted, right?
Listen.
So that
Listen.
you can be able to clearly see
Listen.
when anything is coming that is not in alignment with what you want it to be.
That
So if
part.
something comes in this house or it's a spirit or whatever, and no, we ain't doing all that. I'm mindful client wise, I'm mindful who I allow in my space. Oh no, you just gonna be a Zoom meeting. I'm mindful
Yes. Yes.
on that because we have to. And I hear people say, if you got to protect your peace, then it wasn't really peace in the beginning. It's levels to that. But
Yes.
that's not what
I
I'm
agree.
saying. I'm saying that we have to be mindful
Yes.
of going back to what we said initially, who you let in, what doors you're opening, what gates you're
Yes.
opening
Yes.
through your television,
Yes. Your ear gates, your eye gates.
eye gates, all of these gates,
Yes.
all those things. So we have to, some people don't have a vision because their eye gate is being cluttered by so
Mm-hmm.
many other things.
Yes.
And that's why there's not progress in your life. That's why some things are being blocked or stopped.
Mm.
It can't go forward. It's like at a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
So the question under get clear on your vision is, and you all can write this down. Take notes tonight. Get your journal, get your notepad, your sister to sister notepad. We wanted to create one of those, right? We got you on that. Excuse me. Because one thing we know how to do is create. And
Mm-hmm.
so, what do you really want your life to look like?
Yes.
No matter what age you're at right now. Okay? No matter where you are on the spectrum, young, mid-age, wise, whatever. You feel like is as long as you are here, you're listening, you're here for a purpose and a reason tonight. So what do you really want your life to look like? And then vision brings focus. Focus fuels your direction.
Mm-hmm.
When you get clear on what you want to see or what you're seeing now, then you can be able to focus in. Focus
Absolutely.
in. And focus, I've learned, is follow one's course until successful. Yours, not your
Mm-hmm.
friend on the sideline, not your neighbor
Hmm.
looking at the new car that they brought in, and you know not what they've done or what they're doing to get it or to keep it,
That part, you better say it again for the people in the back.
right? You know not what they are doing or do or did to get it. So staying focused on what you're doing and your direction will help you to stay fueled so that you can continue to stay on that trajectory that you're going on. Clarity isn't just about your goals, but it is about identity and alignment. When we get clear,
Mm. Hmm.
right? When we get clear, we get aligned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we know who we are.
Yes. And the Lord
I
will
always say,
constantly, I'm sorry, the Lord will constantly show you who you are in Him, whether it's your gifts growing, whether it's you being able to hear Him clearer.
mm-hmm,
It's just that is a byproduct of having clarity.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I always say that as you align, he will define.
Mm,
But alignment, it requires some action. Think about our vehicles. You take it and get maintenance,
mm-hmm,
right? You get the alignment. It's an adjustment there that has to take place. It's a recalibration that has to take
mm,
place. It's some other tools and some other things that has to come in there. So, what are some things that you have to recalibrate, that you have to get in alignment, that you have to adjust your focus? You got to get some things cleared out of your way so you can stay on the path. Some of you have identified the path, but you haven't made a lot of traction on it because sometimes you're putting others' priorities in front of yours.
yes.
You let them come in and intruding on yours, Monet. I ain't gonna call your name, but I'm gonna call mine. So if that means saying no to somebody and so you can
Mm,
say yes to yourself, so you can meet your deadline
mm,
of December 31st before you get over to the new year and completing that thing that you know that God told you to do, then that's what you got to do.
that's good. That's good.
Saying no, listen, I've had to say no. I've put myself on my calendar. Put yourself on your calendar, block out
Mm,
that time and honor your time.
yes.
That's the other part. You have to honor it. Don't just put it on there because you know how as women, for us wearing so many hats, we can back off that, okay, from 12 to 1 or at least
Mm-hmm,
or 2, I'm going to commit to writing at least a chapter in my
mm-hmm,
book. Or I'm going to commit to 45 minutes of going to the gym or just exercising in my house. Or I'm going to commit to 15 minutes of prayer. But let the children, let the job, let grandma, let mommy, let daddy, let
mm-hmm.
sister, let the church, let somebody say they need something. And what goes out the window first?
Mm,
It's surely not what the person came
mm-mm.
to intrude on. It's your thing.
Absolutely.
And now they have disturbed your peace, your alignment, your focus, because you haven't intentionally put it on your agenda to do that and honor it. If it's at work, I used to do this when I had to clock in. I used to write down. I mean, not write down. I used to put it on my calendar. Lunch, lunch was something that I always know whether or not I was eating lunch at lunch. You typically I didn't. I just wanted time to just meditate and
Mm-hmm,
unplug from the day because I
mm-hmm,
was already working over the hours that 8
mm-hmm.
hours. What? No. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I put in lunch 12 to 1. You know, put it in there. So not only did I see it in my vision, we talk about vision, but the other people, because we had to share our calendars, they could see it. Lunch out of the office, break, whatever, whatever. So I don't know how y'all stuff is set up, but if you have a shared calendar with somebody else,
Mm-hmm,
let them see it. If you maybe in your home, put a calendar on the wall.
mm-hmm.
We're talking about some things that can help you get your vision clear
Yes.
for
And help
you
you create
and
some
for
boundaries.
others to help
Yes.
you create boundaries. Boundaries will help you to progress, move the needle forward. So that number one, we just on number one, we talked about a lot of stuff, but we want you to be able to identify what you really want out of life. And here's another question. What's one area you need to get clearer about before this year ends?
Yes. Mm,
It might not take the whole rest of the year, right? Savannah, I see you said you wrote down all of your goals. When you write down those goals, then you have to break them down. Under each goal,
Mhm.
it is the question you have to ask yourself, what are the actionable steps that I should be taking every day? Give each goal also a time frame. We used to use the SMART goal method, right? I have
Mhm.
another acronym that I'll be putting out there. Some people are like, I don't want to use the SMART goal. But hey, if you don't have another formula, use what you need to use. And you use me SMART. But in that, it's like make it measurable, but also time bound.
Mhm.
And time bound is that you give yourself a date. Now, I always teach that you make that date when you approach that date, right? If you need to give yourself some flexibility, because sometimes, because I was like this with myself, I was real rigid, like, look, girl, you meet that date, so
Mhm.
you know, some things happen.
Mhm.
As long as you know it's not you procrastinating and
Right.
prolonging,
Right.
because you know how we do that,
Yes.
then you can give yourself some grace. But don't keep giving yourself grace, right? And not if you want to get it done.
Yes.
So number one, the
Absolutely.
first key is to get clear on your vision. The second one, and I hope this is helping y'all out there. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We're talking about creating the life that you really want to live.
Mm.
You better live while you're living.
Yes.
Some people walking around dead and
Mm.
not dead. Come on. You in a dead relationship, did
Mhm.
this, did that, did that.
Whew.
You ain't even in the ground
That part.
and you're walking around this dead.
Mm.
No, because I come that you might have life and have that what? More abundantly.
Abundantly.
No
Yes.
limits. Abundant is no limits, no boundaries. That's when I'm like, listen, we doing it all. We doing it. So the second key is to once you get clear about your vision, the second one is make room for what you say you want. We already started talking about this. Declutter. In my notes, I wrote in my notes, it's time to release, declutter people, places, and things so you can align. It's that time, y'all. What do you want? What do you see? If you know what you want and you have the proper things in sight, then make room. You make room by releasing. If what you see, this is what I want to say. If you say, well, Mone't, I hear you talk about vision and all of this, but I don't really see nothing right now. If what you see is not what you want, then where the gap at? What's the gap? What will make the difference? Is it you letting stuff go
Mhm.
or you bringing stuff in?
Mm.
What is the work, the actionable steps that you have to do to course correct to make that vision more
Mm.
clear? Does that make sense, Lady C?
Mhm. Yes, it does.
You know how on y'all listen. I just got my first specs from my glasses from that, and they have look, y'all. This 40 years old is something else, honey. Because as soon as I turned 40, and when I went to the doctor, the eye doctor, get all exams and all that, he leaned over and what he said, I interpreted like this, baby. This is how I interpret it. He didn't say these right, but it sounded like, baby, you need some glasses. And they need some medication in them. So I got some glasses. But I know that it's like an adjustment, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna get this out tonight. I don't know if I got a little tickle in my, but it was a little adjustment on my eyes. So sometimes you gotta make a little adjustment
Yes.
to your vision. Sometimes they gotta adjust the medication or whatever it is. But do what you need to do. Sometimes what they say might not work or whatever. Make those necessary adjustments. That's the point that I'm saying. So your vision can be straight. You can't pour, even the word says this, you can't pour new wine into old wine skins. Woo! Some of y'all, right? You're asking for new, but you're trying to pour the old into the new. So elevation requires elimination sometimes.
Yes. Like
You
those that
got
are
to
praying.
eliminate some stuff.
Yeah, because you can't pray and ask for a marriage, a relationship, a friendship when you are walking around full
Mm.
of unhealed trauma.
Oh, that's a big one.
How is that going to work? That's not
What they
going to
say, the
work.
math not mathing.
It's
Mm-mm.
not. And it's important that we understand exactly where we are in our healing journey, in our emotional state, so that way when we are praying, we know exactly what to pray for. Because first
Mm.
we have to pray for healing before we can pray for the new thing.
Listen, and we said it in one of the prior shows that sometimes the healing is not in your generation. Your prayer is going back to prior generations that you wasn't, but it's a spirit that
Yes.
has come on down the bloodline.
Mm,
And you trying to figure out why I'm feeling like this when I'm around these type of
mm,
people, or why
yes.
why do I draw to this? It's
Mm,
not you, but it then came down the bloodline and it's trying to get you or trying to
woo,
get your seed.
mm.
But you're praying about stuff or over things that you don't even you're not even fully aware of.
Oh,
But
Lord have mercy.
thanks be to God that He gives us. That's why we got to stay in alignment.
Mm,
Things that we don't know, He downloads.
mm,
He foretells us. He'll drop it in your spirit or give you a down,
yes.
whatever the conversation, the connection is.
Mm,
So, what do you need to eliminate? What are you willing to release to receive? In order to receive, what are you willing to let go?
now that's a mouthful.
What are you willing to let go of, y'all? Let me tell you, last year smacked me all the way down in the face, baby, because I released so much stuff and still
Mm,
releasing
mm,
that I never even thought. Releasing the control of, because Monet likes to be in control. You know, I ain't no want to be in control. But listen, and still release it. Oh, you want to be married? Oh, you want to be in committed relationship? Oh, in order, yeah, sis, you're gonna
mm.
have to be willing to don't lay down your identity because that's what God is giving you.
Yes.
But it's a giving and it's a take.
Mm,
You say you want that real man,
mm.
not just one who look good on the outside, but for real, he good at home, he good in the marketplace, he good in your place. He,
In
you
the
know, I'm
kingdom,
just talking
uh,
straight in the kingdom
like all the,
on all fronts,
yeah.
in the city and in the field. Like where you
Listen, listen.
then you have to be willing to release perfection,
Mm,
the need to be perfect, or the need to do it all by yourself.
mm. That's a big one.
I think this is the season, and I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself.
That's a big one though. And I think because Black women especially have a tendency of being hyper independent. And we know that it's a trauma response from generations and generations of stuff, right?
Yeah.
However, in the word, it says that we were not created to do life alone. We were created for and with community.
Yeah. And that's hitting me even more because it's like, dang, you had this season where it might be like God had you by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But he shifts us, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a season where it's like, no, he's pushing you to be in community
Yes.
and to surround yourself, not with just anybody, but the right community.
And and I just need to say this because we have to be clear, right?
Breakthrough
Because there's a
prayer.
difference between solitude and isolation.
Yeah.
See, the enemy uses isolation, the Lord uses solitude. The Lord will
Mhm.
remove you from and put you in a season of solitude.
It was for a purpose and a reason,
Yes.
exactly, to bring
The
you closer
enemy
to
will have
Him.
you isolating
Hmm.
yourself from community. The while the Lord is building you, the enemy will tear you down.
Yeah. So be clear on your season, and
Yes.
the language is different.
Mm-hmm.
He's building, he's tearing down. You know what I'm saying? So your
Yes.
mindset, all of this, see, all of these points, all of these places are places of clarity that we need.
Yes.
So here's another question for you under key number two. What's something you need to clear out mentally, emotionally, or
Mm.
physically to make space for your next? And in some cases, for your now. What is it? Write it down, go back to it. Don't let it go. Write down the first thing that comes to you because that's the thing that needs to have some motion on it.
Mm.
Okay. Key number three, align your daily actions and behaviors. Small steps create big shifts. Don't get overwhelmed with jumping and making a huge leap. Just take a little mustard seed step.
Yes.
Okay. Your habits are either building or blocking your vision. There are some habits when we talk about daily actions and behaviors, these are intentional action steps and behaviors that align with the goals that you set in number one, your vision. Okay. Get your get your vision right and the provision will come.
Yes.
Discipline is the bridge between desire and destiny. You can have it, Monet, but will you get disciplined enough to do it? I
Mm.
went to my doctor's appointment today. Look, a lot of the stuff, y'all, that we need to do, it's not even rocket sciences. Science.
That
Not
part.
science.
That
Science.
part.
We know what to do, but will we do it?
Now that's the
So
question.
I'm talking to my doctor about, certain things, and they like, well, we could do the test, the blood, we could do this, we could do that. But really, if weight weight loss, how you eat, all these
Mm-hmm.
daily disciplines
Mm-hmm.
actually will help with that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got you on that. I already know what you're talking about. you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, Monet, will you get disciplined
Mm-hmm.
daily basis? Take small actual steps towards the goal.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to be working on. And that's so you have to identify what is it for you? What's one daily action that helps you stay aligned, that will help you stay aligned? We see you out there, Entourage Media Group. You can't close the deal if you don't heal. Very important that men have to minimize pride. Representing the men out there. Yes, this is for men and women, right? So identify what is the one thing. Me and my mother, I remember her doctor said to her, what is one thing that you can commit to do for your health that will help you? So, what's the one thing? I even have clients that in my teaching and coaching, in my consulting, I always share what is with them the book. One of my prior coaches, she recommended a book called The One Thing, right? And so it's that one thing that is the key. Tonight we're giving you 5 keys. But really, if you focus on like number one, it's that first key that's going to unlock the door to all these other things, if that makes sense. So we don't want you to get overwhelmed, but identify your one thing. Number four. So number three is align your daily actions and behaviors. And all of that, your actions and your behaviors start in your mind. So shift your mind and you shift everything. Key number four is prepare. And in that preparation, create, go, be, do. That's how you prepare.
Mm-hmm.
In my line of work in my career, um, my background is in workforce development, human resources, workforce development, strategic workforce development. And so I used to oversee an on-the-job training program. So yes, we could teach and provide an overview of our programming and do information sessions for our potential clients and adults and young people in the community to expose them to careers, but giving them the opportunity to actually take part in the on-the-job training program before they got the job, help them to go do the work, right? It was a training ground. So if you're not willing to show up and do something, then how will you truly activate,
Mm-hmm.
right? Make a move. Get out of your comfort zone. Preparation is a form of faith.
That's
When you
good.
when you make up in your mind, make the conscious decision that, hey, I know I don't see that. It hasn't fully manifested, but I see it before I see it. You get what I'm saying? You got to see it before you see it. I don't have that, but really, if I have but I have the faith for it. Move on the faith. That faith is going to move you to the manifestation.
Yes.
And that's the preparation. Last year, I knew God had pulled me out from my 9 to 5 again. The second time, I'm like, all right, now, what we doing here? And I have so much information, content. I was creating programs, I was leading the programs, doing all of this, da, 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 da. But I got still and I started pulling together my own content.
Mm.
See, sometimes we think we need to go to another class and we need to
Mm-hmm.
do something else and get another certification, but you have it already in you.
Mm.
Yes, master's degree, all of those things are good, but can you use what's in you? What's lying dormant? So
Mm.
I started creating my own, formulating my own structure to my programs. And the next steps was preparing. I didn't have contracts yet, but I knew it would come. If I created what they say, build it and they will come.
Become, yes.
Before I could even put it out there, somebody was looking for me.
Mm.
But because I prepared, I created, and I wasn't scared to go be do, right? It came.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready. It's a quote by Napoleon Hill. It says preparation success is when preparation it meets what is it? Progress. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to get it and bring it back to y'all. But basically, when you prepare, you it's not the success, but when you prepare for it, I'm gonna get the quote right and then I'm gonna bring it back. But basically, when you prepare, opportunity when it comes. When opportunity meets success is when opportunity meets a worthy ideal, something like that, right? But um you have to prepare. So stay ready so you don't have to get
Get ready.
ready. What
Yes.
are you actively preparing for right now? And number 5 is rinse and repeat. Do those steps, those keys, and keep compounding it. Do it over and over again. 10x it, 5x it, and do it quickly. Don't walk it out, walk it slow, walk it, right? But follow those instructions to the T, and we promise you, I know from my own experience. These are things that I'm doing. Now my journey is that I have to do it with some, speed. Don't be slow walking it. And that's where you'll see the fruit. But when you are procrastinating, kind of slow walking it, you're not sometimes going to see it. But if you follow those, you will be able to create the life that you truly want
Mm.
to live. Consistency compounds. Got to be
Yes.
consistent.
Mm.
Success isn't built in a day, but it's built daily in your habits, your behaviors, those actionable steps.
Yes.
Keep showing up, even when it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace the saying, when I show up, I will go up. Sometimes
Yes.
you don't even know why you showing up. But I
That.
promise you, I've been in rooms. It wasn't necessary for me to say anything, but just because I was in the room,
Mm-hmm.
I was present in the room. That spoke enough. And then when I showed up again, then as time progressed, then I added my voice to the atmosphere.
Mm.
But don't be overwhelmed with having to say something. Just embrace and take the leap to show up. Again, your first step is to key number one, get clear on your vision. Number two, make room for what you say you want. Number three, align your daily actions and behaviors. And number four, create, go be do.
Mm.
That might not be good English for y'all, but for somebody, but you get it. And number five, rinse and repeat. How do you keep yourself consistent when motivation fades? That's a question that I want y'all to answer. Okay. Stay focused, follow one's course until successful. All of these keys will help you write out your power move plan for the rest of this year. Remember, clarity and consistency equals change. You want to move the needle forward? Get clear and be consistent. Y'all, this has been another power move conversation. Lady T, I've been saying a lot. You have anything else to add?
Um, I just want the viewers to remember that there are going to be times when you're discouraged. There are going to be times when you lack motivation. There are going to be times when you don't see the vision. There are going to be times when everything appears cloudy, and there are going to be
Mm,
times when it feels like your world is falling apart and you are further away from your goal and your vision than ever. However, I encourage you, I implore you to just remember what God showed you. God is a keeper of promises, and his promises are yes and amen. So if he planted a seed in you, that means that you were created to birth it. All you have to do is just remember his promises when all else fails and it looks like it will never come to pass, and it looks like you are far away, and it looks like
mm,
you don't have anyone to support you, and it looks like you don't have not one person to applaud you or push you forward. Just remember that if he gave it to you, he will
mm-hmm.
give you the tools to bring it forth. So
Yeah.
when everything else does not look like it is aligning, just remember his promises.
Mm-hmm.
Remember his promises.
Yeah. And your responsibility in the promise
Yes,
is
yes,
to execute,
yes.
obey, move, take action, all of those things. Be intentional. Look, there you have it, everyone. We pray that tonight has been a blessing to you and that you are charged tonight to go out and create the life that you want to live. We gave you 5 keys, and now you can use them, apply it. It's been our pleasure to serve you tonight, to share with you, to be engaged in this conversation. Next week we'll be in what? November.
My Lord.
The page is changing. The book is turning again. So y'all level up again with us next week. We invite you to tune in with us at Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves right here on YouTube, Facebook. We invite you to also subscribe to our YouTube, so you'll get the little notification when it's time for us to come on. And so you want to definitely stay connected. We love you all. Take care, take charge, and God bless. And
Yes.
remember, create the life that you want.